What's up? I'm FitHawk, and this is the 1% Gym, where we're changing the gaming stereotype, one rep at a time, baby. And today, I got a build video for you. I'm talking, this build is insane in World PvP. It's damn near unkillable. If you want to be unkillable, I'm gonna go over the build, I'm gonna go over the weapons, I'm gonna go over how to use the build, I'm gonna go over duels, I'm gonna go over its strength, its weaknesses, I'm going over the whole thing. And if you haven't seen the last video I posted, I'm using this same build. 3v1s, 2v1s, I'm using this. And there's not another build video like this on the internet because they don't want to use this. They're like, they don't mesh. We're not doing that around here. We're using the builds, we're using the weapons that we like, and we're making it work. And it just so turns out this might be one of the best World PvP builds that I've used. Without further ado. Alright, so look, this build, we're gonna call it the Ice Hatchet. We're using the Ice Gauntlet and we're using the Hatchet. Now you're like, but wait, the Hatchet doesn't scale on intelligence. How do we do it? We can't do it. Don't worry about that. We specking straight. Look, we just watch attributes, intelligence. We're going intelligence. I'm going for the first 50 Constitution. So what I did was I went 100, 50, and now I'm going all the way to 200, and I might go 100 right here, and then I'm gonna put the rest in intelligence. And I now like I said, I know the Hatchet doesn't scale with intelligence, but we're not using the Hatchet to really get kills. We're using the Hatchet for a few specific abilities. The Hatchet is an ability weapon, and it's just too good not to use. Okay, so we're gonna and the Ice Gauntlet, you don't need nothing else. I mean, if you're trying to get kills, you don't need nothing else but the Ice Gauntlet to get kills. And I'm talking about you can delete players. And I'm gonna show you exactly what to use to get those insane kills that you've been seeing people get. I mean, even when you see this duel, or not the duel, the fight between me and that 59 bow user, it was quite a long fight, and then all of a sudden instantly he just went bye-bye. Just bye-bye. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show you the skills you want to use to do that. So you want to get all three abilities right away because these are important abilities for this build. You need to use all three of them. The Hatchet, the only two abilities that I really focused on was the Berserk and the attack, but this one you want to get all three. And then the main important ones, that these are good, you want to get these eventually, but the ones that matter is this one, Cold Reach. Anything that increases in critical strike and damage while they're frosted, right? That's how you get those insane burst kills. So this is good. Like right here, increased critical damage of ice spells by 15% with full stamina. That's really good. I mean, that mana stuff is good. You'll get that later though. Get that later. Increased critical strike chance of hitting an enemy in a frosted area. That's really good. Heavy attack with freeze target. This is like this ability right here is why this build is so good. So what happens is you get him stuck in an ice shower or ice storm or ice shower, and when you hit him with the heavy attack, and I'm gonna show you how to do that really easy, okay? I'm gonna show you how to get him stuck in that or stuck in the ice storm and get a heavy attack off without missing. And it freezes them for 1 second. So you just keep hitting them with heavy attack, freeze. And then you jump down here. And when I got this ability, until I got this ability, I was doing pretty good damage. But when I got this ability, the whole game changed. Like, I went from like killing people, having to fight for it, work for it, to like, what just happened to him? Hello? Hello? It was like that. I'm talking about you delete them. Okay, so ultimate chill is really important. So like I said, you want to get bam, 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 bam. Those are the main ones on this side of the tree that you want to get, and that's what you want to get to first. And you want to max that out as well. This storm thing, there's a lot of damage. You want to make sure you max this out too, and then focus on the mana stuff. And then on this side, these are all cool, right? These are all situational. I'm gonna not situational, but they're all very good abilities. They increase defense, reduce cooldowns. This is good. You want to get that, and you want to end up getting this. But like I said, I'm only 17, so this is what I got. I'm gonna go down the mana tune right here for sure, and then I'll probably end up taking something out to get this. Not that. Okay, so yeah, actually I don't have to take anything out, so I'm just gonna go bam, bam, and then bam, and that should put me at 20. And that's the build for the Ice Gauntlet. Okay, now we're gonna go to the Hatchet. Now, this Hatchet now, okay. First, you want to gem with intelligence, so it's not completely useless. Okay, and if you look, targets below 30% health, they take more damage. There's a lot of empowering, damaging. But the thing that I noticed when I lose, like I just fought a 60 right now. We had like a 15-20 minute fight, and I had him down to like nothing, the whole like a lot twice. And I try to finish him off with the Hatchet, but trying to face someone with the Hatchet, you can get really destroyed fast, especially when you're fighting level 60s, right? And I'm coming to you from a point of being level 40, fighting 60s. If I was fighting a level 40, you can definitely use the Hatchet to kill people. Like some people get deleted by the Hatchet, especially if you hit them in the back with this. I've absolutely destroyed people from hitting them in the back when both crit. But for right now, you want to focus on Ice Gauntlet and don't get too excited with the Hatchet. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go down the tree of what you should get first, which is gonna be Berserk all the way down. You want all this, okay? And then this ability, these two are first things you get, okay? This ability is good because it's a good finisher. So usually when people get below 30%, they start running. And you pop Berserk, you're running 30% faster. Let me make sure I didn't say that wrong. Pretty sure you run 30% faster on Berserk. Well, okay, 20%. You get 20% speed increase. So you're gonna catch them, and when you get close enough, you can pop this, and you're gonna jump at them, and you're gonna hit them. It's gonna do a sick amount of damage. If it doesn't kill them, I think I might have some clips actually where I show you me killing them with Feral Rush. I'll probably play him right now. Got him.
Oh, I'm there it is.
One shot. So as you can see, it does buku damage when you hit them right. But it's also good for stopping people in their tracks. Now, like I said, if it's someone your level, you can be more active with the Berserker. But when you're fighting 60s, you want to stay with the Ice Gauntlet because it keeps you away and it keeps you away from getting that damage. But we're gonna go all the way down. This is why this ability right here and this ability right here is why we're using the Hatchet. Okay. When you're dueling people, they always want to complain about, oh, did you use a pot? Oh, did you use food? Even if they're 60 and you're 35, they're gonna complain. So get rid of the pots, get rid of the food, and get Berserk. That's why I started using this build, because I wanted to duel people and not hear them complain when I beat them. And then I started using it, and it ended up being a build that was really good. So I just stuck with it. But Berserker is like, right until they nerf it, it's gonna be really good. And then you obviously want to get the increase the damage. It's just a 10% damage increase unless you're 1v3ing, then it's a 15%. You want to get this as a free power up, free more damage when it's 30% or less. This, you want to get this as soon as possible as well. This is what gives you that stun or immobilize, which is going to stop them from running from you. And then you can quickly switch and put a ice shower on them. And then do the little trick I'm going to show you about how to get them stuck with heavy attack. And just in case so I don't forget, basically what you do is when you get them stuck, you just roll back and you heavy attack. And I'll show you in the video. I just want to make sure that I don't forget to tell you. And then Defy Death. This ability right here is sickening. Okay, it's like overpowered. And the way I've been using it now, I know a lot of people use it when they're about to die. They pull the Hatchet out, they try to do some damage, and they pop a pot. What I do is when I'm fighting, I'll get them down to a point where I know I can beat them, and usually that's like below 30% health. I'll pull the Hatchet out and I'll face them, and this is really good against melee because they see a level 40, they're gonna go in on you. So a normal weapon, they'll kill you, but you have, once they kill you or they see you low health, they're gonna get tunnel vision. They're not gonna try to run. They're not gonna care about the health. They're gonna try to finish you, and once they finish you, you get 3 seconds of immortality. That's 3 seconds more for you to do damage without taking damage, and they're not gonna run because they think you're dead. They're trying to get the final kill, and that's when you annihilate them. So you get the whole time you're alive to hit, and then you get 3 seconds on top of that to hit. Now you should make sure you're in a position to know that you can kill them within that amount of time that you have to kill them. I've been getting a lot of kills by just doing that. But even if you don't do that, it's a good ability to have when you mess up and you're about to die. Pull the hatchet out and you get 3 seconds to heal up, eat some food, and then go into Ice Tomb. There's a whole bunch of things you can do with it. But Berserk and Defy Death make this build crazy. And on this side, I was trying with this a little bit, but I think I'm gonna end up going with this for staff healers, right? I'm gonna go for Infected Throw, and we'll probably just run it down the line. That looks good. Okay, so there you have it. That's the build. Like I said, with attributes, we're gonna go 100 first, 150, then 50, 100, then 50, then we're gonna go to 200 and 100. Okay. As far as gear goes, my gear now, I'm always using the faction gear. You want to stay light, okay? You want to definitely stay light because you need that roll. That roll is really, really important when it comes to this build. I don't even know how to freaking go to my stuff. Oh yeah, tap. So I'm running all faction stuff. I'm at light. I got diamond for my gems. In here, I got my 40% of damage is converted to ice, which is gonna go to intelligence, sorry. And then for the ice gauntlet, I have the cruel 3, which is the malachite, I think. I might be wrong, but basically it does 10% more damage against targets with an active crowd control, stun, slow, and they're always gonna be slowed against this build. So that's a great gem to have. All right, so here's the deal. I'm gonna go over how to play this build. We're gonna start with the ice gauntlet, and I'm just gonna kind of give you guys some tips and tricks and kind of what I do to get these kills and to stay alive. So first thing is when I see a lot of people use ice gauntlet, I see them doing bam, bam. I typically don't like to do that because you waste all your abilities right there. You're banking on that to be your kill. So what I usually do is I'll use Ice Storm as my kill. That's what I'm using to try to get the kill, and I use my Ice Shower as either a defensive ability or an offensive ability, which in return can still give me a kill. So if I'm getting Ice Storm, I'm trying to catch them. Say they're running this way, I'll put Ice Storm right in front of them, try to catch them in there, and then I'll hit them with the heavy to get them stuck and hopefully get a potential kill. Now to do Ice Storm aggressively, I would roll up to them. So I'd run up to them, zigzag if they're trying to shoot me. Say that rock is somebody, okay? I'd zigzag, 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 and then I roll up to them, Ice Storm, roll back, and heavy attack, just like that. So the roll back is really important. That's kind of how I hit all my heavy attacks when someone's coming at me. So you'll see the same thing with Ice Shower. If your cursor's already on the person, it's easier to roll backwards than it is to do that and go like that and get a heavy attack, and it's much faster. So if I storm, roll back, heavy attack, bam. It's really simple. Now how I use Ice Shower, usually I'll save it. So if I'm fighting a great axe, I'll save it for their charge. If I'm fighting a rapier, I save it for their flesh. If I'm fighting a spear, I save it for their little jump charge. I'll save it, and for whatever gap closure they have, I'll save it for that. So as soon as I see them coming at me with the gap closure, I'll put that down there. They'll get stuck. As soon as they get stuck, I just roll back, hit them with the heavy attack, and I can usually get 2 or 3 heavy attacks off right there, and that can kill them right there. Now, say they're not using gap closure, they used it and they weren't even close. They didn't have to use Ice Shower. You can use it aggressively after the Ice Storm, and it's the same way as you do the Ice Storm, run up. But this time you're gonna try to get level with them. So you're gonna zigzag, you're gonna roll up, you're gonna Ice Storm them, roll back, and you're gonna bam. You know what I'm saying? Just like such. That's how I use it aggressively. Now, Mana Tomb, I just use this to get mana back usually. I'll use it if I mess up or if I get stuck in the gravity well. But you know, this is situational. Use it when you think you need it, right? And then for the hatchet, mainly I'm pulling this out just to heal, okay? I'm using this to run around, heal, get my health back, and then I'm going back in. Every once in a while, I'll use it to chase someone down because they're running. I'm running, and then I'll hit them with that, and that will usually down them. If it doesn't down them, it'll stun them. Let me pull out my Ice Gauntlet and hit them with the Ice Storm and roll back. Now, that's, I mean, it's just little tips and tricks, you know what I'm saying, to really get down. You want to get used to hitting your heavy attack. So go ahead and practice, shoot some trees, get used to shooting trees. And remember, when you're charging up the heavy attack, you can still aim. You see that? So I'm charging, aim. So Joe, get used to hitting your heavy attacks, because heavy attacks are the key to this build. Now we're gonna get into a few duels. We're gonna get into the weaknesses, which is a bow, spear. I'm about to fight at level 59, and then we're gonna get into a Firestaff. That's my homie. We're gonna fight him, and then we're gonna fight a great axe user, which isn't really a weakness, but everyone uses the great axe, so I'm gonna show you how to beat it. So let's go ahead and get right into that right now. Okay, so first up we have a level 59 bow and spear, and as you can see, we're kind of filling each other out. He hits really hard, as you'll see here. I try to get him caught in the ice storm, get some good damage on him. This is where I mess up, and I told you, when I get aggressive with the hatchet sometimes too early on, I'll get a little hungry for some damage, and I'll take some damage in return. So I pull it out quick there. It's important to not get too aggressive with the hatchet. I'm trying to get a good ice storm on him. I get him caught, hit him a couple times, but I realize I'm taking damage, so I'm just strafing back and forth, trying to get my health back. As you can see, each one of his hits hit me very, very, very hard. If he was smart here, he would have broke this ice tomb and I would have got poisoned, but he decided not to do that. So right here at this point, as you can see, every hit's knocking me down. I'm just trying to get health back, trying to stabilize. You see, I realized when you're fighting the bow, running like this, how I'm running now, is not the best way to dodge his arrows. See how he's hitting me every time? And I realized right here, to beat the bow, I have to remember it's lateral movements. It's not running in a diagonal, it's straight lateral. So you see me go back and forth laterally. Right here, you'll see, you notice how I'm squared up with them, medium range, and I'm going lateral. You'll notice lateral, lateral, lateral. See how he's missing every shot now? Lateral movements against the bow is really, really good. Then I get close enough to get him stuck in a good ice storm, and bam, just like that. At any moment, you can destroy your opponent. Okay, next we have my boy Hypno. He's a fire mage. He's not PvP spec right here. He has Fireball, which is the most important ability though. He doesn't have Charge or Pillar of Fire, but this is still a good representation of how to beat a Firestaff. You see, I'm staying mid-range and I'm moving a lot because his fireballs hit hard. You see that? Took about a third of my life with one fireball. So if you get in a bad position like this, use what you got. Use cover, go back and forth. Try not to get hit. As you can see, I'm using the hatchet just to get health because I know if I get behind against the Firestaff, he can kill me with one shot. I try to go in for some damage. The only time you can really be aggressive with the hatchet is if they're a mage, okay? You can really get in there and do some damage real quick. As you can see, I try to hit him with the aggressive ice storm, and I miss, and he pops a ice shower on me, so I just manitomed it because I was right in the middle of it. So he's close to me. I'm gonna get an aggressive ice storm, and I'm gonna try to get him caught. He moves. At this time, I'm trying to get health back because I'm half health, so I'm just gonna do the same thing. You see how strong the hatchet is here? I'm gonna try to get up and get hit him with the slow right there. Then I'm gonna get up and try to get a feral rush on him. Yep. He hit me with ice storm. And bam, just like that. So basically, against Firestaff, you want to stay in that mid range, and you want to try to get a couple hatchets off on them and get them stuck in a nice ice storm. Just don't get hit by fireball. Okay, here we have my boy Secret. He's great axe, sword, and shield. He decides to take the stay away approach. Right here, you got to be on your dodges against sword and shield. Be on your dodges. I'm not wasting anything. I'm kind of right there. I'm waiting to see how he charged. I missed the ice storm or ice shower, which was a mistake on my part, but I still got him to run in there. He got over aggressive with the hits, so I just rolled around the ice storm. And now, you know, he hit me a couple times, so I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna get my health back, let him chase a little bit, and then try to hit him with a couple axe throws. Go back to the ice gauntlet. He's got me in gravity well, but he doesn't pursue. As soon as he does, I try to hit him with the ice shower. Got him. I got him stuck. A couple heavy hits. Sword and board, man. That's I hate that because you can't do no damage to him, but eventually you'll whittle him down. So he gets aggressive. Make sure you're dodging at the right times. Just a whole bunch of staying alive, kiting. Hit him with the good ice storm. Get him stuck right in the middle. He's got me in gravity well, but I don't care. If I'm gonna go ahead and stay there, and I'm gonna do the damage. This is round 2. And I believe he is 55, and Hypno was 50. He hits me with the charge. I try to. I'm a little late. Both these dudes, I've been a little late with that. You gotta hit that a little bit sooner than that. I'm a little late. You know, if you don't hit him with the ice shower, ice storm, go ahead and stand in it. You'll get mana back for shooting out of ice storm, and then you wanna you know, you won't take no damage. They won't force you. Now right there, so I went for the hatchet, and you see I took a lot of damage, and he actually threw a good gravity well, and I couldn't go nowhere, so I popped mana to him right away just to save myself from taking insane amounts of damage. Right there, perfect time to use ice shower. You know, it wasn't a charge, but he was close enough, and I knew he was gonna get aggressive with his attacking, so I popped the ice shower right there, knowing that he would not be able to get hit out of the animation of attacking. He'll go right into it, so it worked out perfect. Gravity well, he misses that a little too far. Hit him with the ice. That was a bad ice storm. That was a bad ice storm. That was also a bad ice shower. But I play around the ice shower. He tries to use his attack, and it takes him right into the ice shower, and boom. That's a key point right there, is to play around your ice showers and your ice storms, okay? Play around them. If you don't hit, it's okay. Just play around them. And just like that, you came to the 1% gym. You did your reps. You got an amazing pump going on. You're glistening your oil. Welcome to the 1% club. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Now that you're all glistened up, swole, got the blood flowing through your veins, it's time to go unleash yourself on the world of the world with the Ice Gauntlet Hatchet build. It's time to show these fools that 1%ers, we don't just look up meta builds, we create